I'm Kendra, and this is I Can Sew. So I'm back for a very, very quick video. I wanted to go over with you, or do a review on the Closetcore pattern that was for the Pouf. Remember I was talking about I did this Pouf. I think it's actually called Closet Case. That's the website I went to, closetcase.patterns.com. So I wanted to go over this with you. It's called a Pouf. P-O-U-F. Now, this is basically a footstool. But this is a footstool that's like no other because it's actually what they call a fabric buster and a scrap buster Pouf. Right? So it's a perfect sewing project for your to really kick off your sewing year or to end your sewing year, depending on how you want to look at it. So let me tell you what it is. There's a free download online, and it comes in about 8 pages when you print it out on a regular from a regular home printer, and it has this piece here, which is pretty much a half moon, right? It has a triangle. Here we go with the triangle. And then it has one rectangle piece. So I've made 2 of these so far, and I've actually made one where I did half of the rectangle and ended up with a square. So let me show you the final project that I'm so excited about, absolutely love, and I want to show you why it is the perfect fabric buster. Ready? Let me grab it. It's pretty heavy because it sits on the floor, right? So I'm going to go over it with you in detail, but look how big it is. Look how big it is. So the idea of it is to use your scrap pieces from fabric, from patterns that you've already done in the past, or you can just use something something new if you come with a lot of cool colors. But it's like a memorabilia type thing too, right? So you use the scraps, you take your time as you're sewing through the over a course of time. You're sewing different pieces, and you have like little scrap pieces you don't know what to do with it. Well, save them. Cut out 12 rectangles and 12 triangles. Grab yourself a zipper about 22 inches. I didn't use one that big. I think I used one about 14 inches, and I'll go over why. And then grab one big piece of whatever type of fabric you can find to finish that up. I use a piece of upholstery type fabric that I have, and again I want to show you this, so let me turn the camera around so I can get started on how this looks. Okay, here we go. See, this is freaking beautiful. So it's got a lot of lint on it because I actually had my feet up on it, and again it's in my sewing room. So I did 2 yellows, 2 greens, 2 blues, 2 burgundies, and I found this. I had this really cute button cotton that I had no clue what to do with. Now you do not have to use cotton only. I know a lot of people who do not use the cotton only. They use all types of materials. If you go on the website, you'll see where they've used different materials. And then you can also make your own cording. So you don't have to, let me see if I can bring this in a little bit. You don't have to create, let me see, where is my zoom in button, y'all? Oh, is this it? Okay, yes. You don't have to buy cording, but I bought cording because I wanted orange around here and I didn't have orange, right? So let me flip it over and show you the bottom half, and then I'll go back to the sides. So I had a red zipper here. Okay, they asked for a 22-inch zipper, which will take out the whole space here. I only used, like I said, a 14-inch one. Might be 16 inches, I'm not sure. Because I didn't want it to go towards the very end. Now it asked for an invisible zipper, but I did fine with using a regular zipper. You can't even see it. Now you want to be mindful when you use this type of, when you go with this route here and not have an invisible zipper, because you want to make sure if you're going to have like hardwood floors and stuff, you're not scratching the floors. But I don't have hardwood floors, so I'm fine with that. And also this kind of tucks inside of the little like overlap piece. So here. So it's completely fine with how I'm doing it. Now, let's see what's inside. This is the cool part here. It's old fabric, you guys. It's old fabric. I mean, it literally is old fabric from old projects that I've worked on and that I stuffed in here. So as you go, you just stuff things in here. I mean, I have failed projects, successful projects, everything. Scraps from old projects are in here. And this is what you use. Now, what I did read was some people don't want to use scrap fabric, right? So what they're using is they're using that polyfill, you know, the stuffing that you would put inside of like stuffed animals and things of the nature. They're using that on the inside. I'm not using that because I actually do have a lot of fabric, and the cool thing is as I go through the year, I can complete this entire pillow and this entire poof and get it as fluffy and as full as I want, and as heavy as I want, by including my own fabric. Now that's another thing. If you use the polyfill, some people, you know what, some people use a bag on the inside of this as well to hold the fabric so you can take it out and also wash the outside piece. And some people use it for those like popcorn fills, or those beads that go inside of the poly, you know, to fill this up. So you just put the little beads, little peas in this. And again, then that makes it light. Mine is really, really heavy. So I showed you the top, I showed you the bottom. Now let me show you the sides. Sides, I kind of mimicked the top, where I took and I did, you know, blue, red, yellow, green, and the buttons around the sides, and I kind of just shifted it over one. So that's why you have this cool effect where it's kind of like this. It looked too circusy for me not to do it like this, but again, I've seen some really sophisticated ones where people have done it all in one color, and people have done it all in denim patches. Some people have seen it in a quilt. They've quilted their pieces together, and that was really, really cool. So I've also seen people where they didn't get this middle piece in correctly, like lined up correctly, so they ended up putting a button here. I'm very happy with how mine turned out, so I will not be putting a button there. And again, I made another one, so I really should get the other one for you that I made, because I made it for my dog, but I actually use it as my own footstool in my office. So what I'll do is I'll post a picture of it later so that you can see what it looks like, because it's really cool. If you follow me on Instagram, again, my name is Kan, K-A-N, Sewfit, K-A-N-S-E-W-F-I-T. If you follow me on there, then you can see pictures of this poof and of the poof that I made for my dog, which again turned into my footstool. So, and the reason why I made one for my dog is because he thinks this one is his too. So if you've also looked at my Instagram page, then you've seen him trying to take over this one. So again, I love this. I got it from Closetcore. I'll put the description on the website, a link to the website in my channel, in the description box here, because I really recommend doing this, especially for us new sewers. Remember, we make a lot of mistakes, or we sometimes, and including buying too much fabric, or cutting things out wrong and having to start over, right? So what better way to utilize that fabric again and or put it to good use than to make this fabulous poof, and the stuffing already have the stuffing that goes in it. Again, this is what it looks like here. I'm making some pajama pants so you guys don't pay attention at all to this holly fabric down here. But here is the poof. And again, it's not completely filled out yet because it's a work in progress, which is the entire point. Let me zoom out for you one more time so you can see it. You all, I really recommend this. I had such a fun time. It was so easy. And one more thing I want to show you that actually made a huge difference for me. So let me go over here now and look for it. One moment. Madame Sew's Ultimate Presser Foot Set. This is a set of 32. They have more, but this one is, 32. And let me bring the light a little bit. It comes with, am I doing the light right? Let me see. Ooh, did that wrong. It comes with a CD-ROM and the individual and a book that comes with it. And on the inside of the book, it actually goes through different different presser feet, how to get started and things of that nature. Here's the guide to the presser foot on the back. And here is what it looks like on the inside. So you guys, and then on the back of it too, it also has another guide to let you know what's on the inside of it. As a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to do another video and show you the feet. And as I go through and I'm using the different feet, then I may do a video just to show you some of those and which ones made my sewing project easy. Now, to let you know on this one here, I use the, let me think. The piping foot. So I used number 15, and oh my goodness, that allowed me to type in things as fast as possible, and it was great. So I'll go over that again in a later video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Kendra, and this is I Can Sew.